Here are 3 Senna tips that one tricks abused. Starting off with our first tip is going to be on Senna's Q, in which Senna's Q can be utilized on a multitude of things like tower and wards. Why is this useful? Is that there's going to be times where enemies are going to be slightly outside of your Q cast range, in which you can place a ward to get that final takedown, or you can even utilize minions to get some poke off on some champions who are playing a little bit further back. So very useful to know this tip. Another thing I did want to mention is that with her passive, you want to make sure that you are optimally harvesting those souls. So making sure that if your jungler is near and finishing off a camp, you are guaranteed to get a soul drop from the large monsters. So making sure you're sticking around just to get that free soul. And you get a free 2 if you do dragon or the other objectives. So making sure you do stick around for those free souls. Another really great tip is utilizing your E offensively. Your E kind of functions as a brush. So long as you're not autoing outside of it or no one's inside of it, you are kind of in fog, allowing you to not take damage from auto attacks. This is very useful inside of a fight. Once your abilities are off, or on cooldown, and you're trying to just ensure that you don't take any damage, you just hit E and you kind of sit inside of it. So making sure you can also utilize it offensively. And I wanted to mention 2 bonus tricks in which it functions with items. Senna has a very unique interaction with Black Cleaver because of how her auto attacks work, in which she has a normal auto attack and an on hit effect, allowing her to allowing one auto to proc 2 stacks of Black Cleaver, which is going to allow her to stack it very quickly with an auto Q auto. And they will have full stacks, which is going to be very useful to shred that armor super quickly. Another great tip that she synergizes with is going to be rapid fire cannon, in which her Q scales off her auto attack range, allowing her to sneak in both an auto and a Q from this range. So you can do something like this, and you can get that range off before it actually goes away. So you can get 2 autos off with that RFC, making that item very useful in certain scenarios. But those are going to be all my tips. I hope to help you guys.